Okay students, in this video I will continue solving the problem in the exercise 2.1. Okay, so let's see the fifth question. Given that the set A containing -1, 1, find the Cartesian product of A cross A cross A. I can say that the Cartesian triple product. If the same set is taken for Cartesian product, use the word Cartesian triple product. And if the different sets are used for the Cartesian product of three different sets, then use Cartesian product of three different sets, right? Fine. So let's solve this problem. So we know that solution. What we know? We know that the Cartesian product of the two sets of A comma B, where A and B are the two different sets, containing the ordered pair elements x comma y such that x belongs to the first set A and y belongs to the second set B. This is the definition we know already, right? So if I change the set B to the set A, what this become? This leads to A cross A is equals to set of all ordered pair elements x comma y such that x belongs to A, and y belongs to A. Such that x belongs to A and y belongs to A. So this is my definition. Okay, definition. Now let's use the same definition for the Cartesian product of the three sets, that is Cartesian triple product. Therefore, let us first find the Cartesian product of A cross A, then let us find Cartesian triple product. Therefore, A cross A is equals to, what is the given elements? -1 and 1 cross -1 and 1. Okay, so what is the solution for this? We know that the Cartesian product of any two sets containing only ordered pair elements contains only ordered pair elements, where first element belongs to the first set, second element belongs to the second set. Let us use the same technique. So -1 comma -1 is taken in a relation where first -1 belongs to first set, second -1 belongs to the same set. Then -1 comma 1. Then second element 1 comma -1, and the last one is 1 comma 1. So that's the end of the story. Cartesian product of two sets. Now here the Cartesian product of the three sets A cross A, we know already the Cartesian product of A cross A. What is that? That is given to be -1 comma -1, -1 comma 1, 1 comma -1, and last one is 1 comma 1. Taken Cartesian product with the elements -1 comma 1. The elements, what is the elements of the set A? -1 comma 1 is given here. Therefore, -1 comma 1 will be written here. Now let us find the Cartesian triple product. We already know that the Cartesian triple product of the any three different sets or the any same set taken three times is always equals to the set containing the ordered triplets x comma y comma z, where first element belongs to first set, second element belongs to second set, third element belongs to the third set. This is the definition we already know. So let us use the same concept, right? Okay, so -1 comma -1, this element taken relation with first element, that is -1. Repeat again, -1 comma -1 taken relation with -1, written in ordered pair. Next, -1 comma 1 element taken relation with -1, or I can say -1 comma -1, the same element. Let us relate the same element. Let us complete one by one. -1 comma -1 relates to -1, written here. -1 comma -1 relates 1. So -1 comma -1 as it is, that 1 will be the member of this ordered triplet. Next, this is over. Come to the second element. -1 comma 1 relates -1. Therefore, this -1 will be added in this group. Next is -1 comma 1 relates 1. So that is the next element. Let's come to the third element. The third element is 1 comma -1. 1 comma -1. The third element is 1 comma -1. This element relates -1. 1 comma -1 relates 1. So 1 comma -1 relates 1. So this one will be the member. Let's go to the last element. 1 comma 1 relates minus 1. Therefore 1 comma 1 relates minus 1. 1 comma 1 relates 1. Therefore 1 comma 1 relates 1. So that is the end of the story. End of the story. Therefore in this way, the Cartesian triple product. This is called the Cartesian triple product of the sets. Note on this. Okay, students. So let us solve this second problem. Let us solve this second problem. So the Cartesian product of the two sets is already given. The Cartesian product of the two sets is already given. The A cross B equals to A comma X. What is given? You note down first. What solution? What is given? The given is A cross B is equals to A comma X, A comma Y, B comma X and B comma Y is, they are the elements given to us. So what is the definition? Here only I wrote. Let us write again. So according to the definition, the Cartesian product of any two sets containing ordered pair elements x comma y such that first element belongs to first set, second element belongs to second set. This is just in our knowledge. So let us use the same concept to find the elements of the set A as well as the elements of the set B. So according to the definition, what are the first elements in each ordered pair? They belongs to first set. Very good. They belongs to first set. So the first element is A, belongs to the first set A. First element is again A, non-repeated I have taken. Next first element is B, belongs to A. Again first element B belongs to A. Therefore A and B are the elements of the set capital A. Let's use this second point. Second element Y belongs to the second set B. So second element is X here, X and Y, again X, again Y. So non-repeatedly X comma Y are the elements of the set B. Therefore in this way you have to find the solution. This question appeared in the annual examination. Even this question appeared in the annual examination. So these two are the very important problems. Please go through it. Okay, students. So next example you can work out. Okay, that's a homework for you, an assignment for you. Next, 8th one is, let the set A equals to 1 comma 2, set B equals to 3 comma 4. Write the Cartesian product A cross B. After that, how many subsets will A cross B have? Okay, let's find this. And let us solve the last column also of this exercise. So let us solve. The solution is given that the set A is 1 comma 2 and the set B is 3 comma 4. Let us find the Cartesian product of the A and B. So A cross B is equals to, let us relate 1 to 3, 1 comma 3, relate 1 to 4, 1 comma 4. Next element, relate 2 to 3, 2 comma 3, relate 2 to 4, 2 comma 4. Now you see in this, each element of the set A are related to every element of the set B. Each element of the set A related to every element of the set B. Therefore, that completes the Cartesian product. Next part is, we have wrote the A cross B Cartesian product. How many subsets? We want to find the number of subsets of this Cartesian product. Okay. So the total the number of subsets of A cross B is, so what is the total number of elements? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There are 4 elements and asked to find the number of subsets. Then how to do? S. Okay. Yes, we know the formula that. What is that? What formula we know? The total number of the subsets is always 2 to the power mn or pq. Mn or pq. Okay. So I can write p here, where p is the total number of the number of the elements of the A cross B. Cartesian product A cross B. So what are the total number of elements? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 to the power 4, that is equals to 16 elements. There are 16 subsets. The 16 subsets, including the 16 subsets are possible for this A cross B. Okay. So let us solve the next example. The ninth one will be homework and I will go for 10th one. The A cross A has 9 elements. A cross A has 9 elements. For example, I can say here, the Cartesian product A cross A has many elements. The total number of elements are 9. There are totally 9 elements, 9 ordered pair elements. Some of them are found to be minus 1 comma 0. See, there are some elements given minus 1 comma 0 and 0 comma 1. Find the set A. You have to find the set A. It means there are many elements. I write like this. You can better understand. There are many elements. There are totally 9 elements are there. I can write in this manner. There are total 9 elements are there. Out of 9, only 2 has been given to us. Okay? Only 2 has been given to us. Asking to find the set A. Next part is remaining elements of the set A cross A also. Okay. So let us find what is the set A. Can you help me how to find the elements of the set A here? Yes. Now you see, as we know by the definition that the Cartesian product of A cross B contains the ordered pair elements x comma y such that x belongs to A and y belongs to B. Such that x belongs to A, y belongs to B. Because of in this, both the sets are same. Each element in the ordered pair belongs to the same set. In this example, I am talking about. Because of both the sets are same, Cartesian product of the two same sets. Each element in the ordered pair belongs to the given set A. Therefore, what are the elements? The minus 1, 0, and 1. You can see minus 1, 0, and 1. All three elements belongs to the set A. Okay. Now, this is the completion of this set. Finding the set A. Next part is finding the remaining elements of the A cross A. So let's find the Cartesian product of this set. So Cartesian product of the A cross A is minus 1, 0, 1. Taken Cartesian product with minus 1, 0, and 1. Okay. So let us find the Cartesian product of this set. So what is the Cartesian product? Minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1 relates 0. Minus 1 relates 0. Minus 1 relates 1, minus 1 relates 1. This is the first relation. 0 relates minus 1, 0 relates minus 1, 0 relates 0, 0 relates 0, 0 relates 1, 0 relates 1. This is the second one. Next is comma. 1 relates minus 1, 1 relates minus 1, 1 relates 0, 1 relates 0, 1 relates 1, 1 relates 1. That is the end of the story. That is the maximum number. Each element of the first set A relates to every element of the second set A. Now you can observe that. Let us check whether these two elements are in the A cross A or not. So minus 1 comma 0, you can observe that minus 1 comma 0 is here. Minus 1 comma 0. 0 comma 1, 0 comma 1 is here. You can observe. So as the set A cross A contains the total 9 elements like this, 9 elements. Out of 9, only these two underlined elements are given to us and asked to find the set A which contains minus 1, 0, 1, and because of the minus 1, 0, 1, 3 elements of the set A, we are able to find the A cross A. Okay students, next I will go to the main concept of the relations, right? So till now we have studied the problems and concepts of Cartesian product of the sets and the ordered pair elements and the ordered triplet elements which involved in the Cartesian product of the two sets and Cartesian product of the three sets. Okay, fine. Next I will go to the concept of relation. Basically a relation is a relation R from a non-empty set A to the non-empty set B. A relation R from the set A to the set B is nothing but is subset of A cross B. There is a relation set, and what is that relation is nothing but it is a subset of the two non-empty set and their Cartesian product. Okay, the relation is nothing but a relation R from the non-empty set A to B is nothing but a subset of A cross B. Is nothing but a subset of A cross B. You have to note here that each element, we already know that each element in this Cartesian product A cross B, they are of the form ordered pair. They are of the form ordered pair, right? So each element in this Cartesian product A cross B, they are of the form ordered pair. Now I can say that the each second element and each first element, what is their behavior? Okay, so in this each first element is called as a domain. Each first element which belongs to the first set is generally called as a domain, and each second element which belongs to the second set B is called as range. In fact, I can also say that the second element is also called as image of X. I can say that Y is an image of X, as X comma Y is an element of the Cartesian product A cross B. X comma Y are in relation. I can also write here that X and Y are related. Right? Already we studied this. X and Y are in relation. This can be read as X relates Y, or X is in relation with Y, I can say. So here is X relates Y, or X is in relation with Y. So basically remember that each first element of the ordered pair in the relation set is called as domain, and each second element in the ordered pair of the relation set is called as range, and also each second element, the Y, is called image of X. You must remember this word, image of X. This is extremely important. Image of X. So here we have studied three definitions. One is the relation. The relation R from the set non-empty set A to non-empty set B is nothing but the subset of the A cross B, and the subset of A cross B, as it contains the ordered pair elements, the first elements in each ordered pair is called as the domain, and each second element are called as the images of the X, and also called as the range of the given function, the range of the R. Okay, so we have three definitions here. Is one is relation, one is domain, and one is range, and even we have use the word image of the X, right? Note down these points. Okay, here you have to note one more point, that the whole set B here, this is called as a codomain. Okay, this is domain, and right here in the A cross B set, the entire set is called as the codomain. Entire set, all elements belongs to the set B are the elements of the codomain. The elements are like this. First elements are called as the domain. Second elements are called as the range. Second elements are also referred to be an image of X. Okay. So in this, we note one thing, that the range of this relation involved is always a subset, or sometimes equals to the codomain. You have to strongly note this point, that the range means, with the examples we will understand more here. Okay, we will understand more with the example. The range of this function, the range of this relation is sometimes the subset, or sometimes equals to the set which is we are calling as codomain. That is, sometimes the range the set which I am calling as a range, or the elements which are in the range, sometimes they are equal to the codomain, sometimes they are equal to each and every element of the set V. It means sometimes the range may be the set V, sometimes the range may be the set V. Note of this, and with the example we will learn more. Okay students, so with these examples, let us find the domain and range and even the codomain of the sets, right? Okay, the first one is, so what is given? The relation set R is given to be 1, 3, 2, 4 and 5, 7 and 5, 8 are given, right? So let us find the domain, the elements of the domain. What are the elements of the domain? As we know that the first element of each ordered pair, I am only talking about the first element. Let us note the first elements. What are the first elements? So 1, 2, 5, 5. These are the first elements. So first elements of each ordered pair, first elements of each ordered pair are the elements of the domain. We can observe here that 1, 2, 5 and 5, because of 5 appears 2 times, I picked 1, 5, therefore 1, 2, 5 are the elements of the domain. Next, range. What are the elements of the range? What are the elements of the range? Every second element, you can note that every second element of the each ordered pair are the elements of the range. Therefore 3, 4, 7 and 8 are the range of the this relation. What about the codomain? Codomain contains the elements of the second set. Codomain contains the elements of the second set in the relation set. And what are the elements of the second set? Each second element of the ordered pair. It means again 3, 4, 7 and 8. Again 3, 4, 7 and 8 are nothing but the elements of the codomain. Elements of the codomain. Okay. So let's go for one more example. Second one. What is given? Second one is, so the relation set R is given to be x, y. The relation set R is given to be x, y, a, b and m, n. So let us find the domain, codomain and the range. So what are the domain? The elements of the domain are every first elements. First elements are x, a and m. Range. What are the range? The range are every second elements. Second elements are y, b and n. What about the codomain? Codomain is nothing but the elements of the second set. Second set be in this Cartesian product or relation set, I can say. The second element means each second element means again the range. So y, b and n. Okay. So this is the best example where the range is subset or equals to the codomain. Success are equals to codomain. You can observe that this set range is subset to the codomain set. Here also the range set is subset or sometimes equals to the codomain set. You can observe that the elements of the range and elements of the codomain are same. Elements of range and codomain are same. Therefore, the range is subset are equals to the codomain. Okay. Note of this. Okay, students. Let's go for this third example. Okay. So directly I am taking the solution for this. What are the domain for this? So every first element in the ordered pairs. First elements in the ordered pairs. Let's mark 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are the first elements in the each ordered page. Next, what are the range? Range is nothing but every second element in the ordered pair. Every second element. 7, 6, 5 and 9 are the range. And similarly the codomain also here in this example the codomain is again 7, 6, 5 and 9, and that is just because each second element in the ordered pair of the Cartesian product is always the element of the codomain. Okay, so let's note these problems. Okay, students. So one of the beautiful examples given here. The question is: set A is given that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 containing 6 elements. Define this relation from A to A, from A to A by the relation set R equals to set of all ordered pair elements x comma y such that y equals to x plus 1. The ordered pair elements such that followed by a mathematical condition y equals to x plus 1. Followed by a mathematical condition y equals to x plus 1. Using this y equals to x plus 1 conditions for the elements of the A, we have to write the relation set. We have to write the relation set. Next, depict this relation set using the arrow diagram. We have to show, depict means show. Show this relation set using the arrow diagram. So, using the indication through the arrow diagrams, you have to show the same relation. Write down the domain, codomain and the range of this relation set R. Okay, let's solve this. Okay, you see the relation set R. For example, I will give a rough example here. What is the given condition? Y is equals to x plus 1. Y is equals to x plus 1. As x and y are the elements of the set A, we have to pick the elements from the set A only, such that both the elements what we are going to pick and the element what is the result, both must be belongs to the same set, because Cartesian product of the same two sets. Okay, so let's substitute x equals to 1, x equals to 2, x equals to 3, x equals to 4, x equals to 5 and x equals to 6. Okay, let's substitute. Okay, fine. So whenever the x is 1, if you put x equals to 1, what does this become? Y equals to 1 plus 1, which is 2. If you put x equals to 1, you are going to get y equals to 2. It means 1 comma 2 is the element of the relation set R. Next, if you put x equals to 2 in this relation, x equals to 2 stands for y equals to x stands for 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. It means 2 comma 3 is the next element of the relation set. Similarly, x equals to 3 will give you y equals to 4, x equals to 4 will give you y equals to 5, x equals to 5 will give you y equals to 6, x equals to 6 will give you y equals to 7, y equals to 7. But no doubt, let us take 2 comma 3, after that 3 comma 4, 3 comma 4, after that 4 comma 5, 4 comma 5, after that 5 comma 6, 5 comma 6. Now I will stop choosing the elements here only. I will not pick this x equals to 7 and y equals to 6. That is because as x belongs to the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the set A, the y equals to 7, the 7 is not a member of the set A. 7 is not a member of the set A. Therefore, I will not take the last relation which does not exist, which not fits the given condition. I stopped at 5 comma 6. I stopped at x equals to 5 and y equals to 6, 5 comma 6 only. So this is the relation set. This is the relation set. Okay. So let us study the same relation set using the picture. Okay, using the picture. You can see here that. So what are the elements of the set A? This is set A. This is also set A. So elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here also elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So what is the first relation? 1 is related to 2. 1 is related to 2. 2 is related to 3. 2 is related to 3. 3 is related to 4. 3 is related to 4. 4 relates 5. 4 relates 5. 5 relates 6. 5 relates 6. Okay. 5 relates 6. So now we need to write the domain, codomain and the range. You note on this. Here we will write the domain, codomain and the range. Okay, students. You see here, you observe this picture. What are the domain? Domain are each first elements in the ordered pair. each first elements in the ordered pair. What are the each first elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about the 6? 6 is there in the first set. In the picture, 6 is there in the first set. But 6 is not an element. Alright, 6 is not an element of the domain. 6 is not an element of the domain because 6 is unrelated. It is not having any relation. It is not having any relation with the elements, with any element of the set A in this part. Therefore, as 6 is not related, 6 is not there in the first element of the ordered pair, 6 is not an element of the domain. 6 is not an element of the domain. Let's come to the codomain. Hope you understand this point. It means, I repeat again, the elements which are belongs to domain are only elements which have a relation, with the elements of the second set A. The elements which have only the relation, which are not related are not elements of the domain. Next, codomain. As I told you, the entire second set, whether the element is related or not related, is a codomain. The entire second set, whether the elements are not related or related, all are codomain. What about the range? Range is in the second set, the elements which got the relation from the first set elements, they are only the elements of the range. It means, what are the elements of the range? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 is not the element of the range because 1 is unrelated. It is not related. There is no relation with any of the elements of the first set A. Therefore, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is nothing but the elements of the range. Therefore, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the elements of the range. Okay. So, in the next class we will study the next concepts.